guys, so before I tell you what I learned today, I feel I need to preface this with some sort of introduction into what me and my friends do to kill time. So, I have this one friend who we always tend to do the weirdest things together. Like, I know everyone thinks they do the weirdest things with their friends, but we just do, like, irrelevant, bizarre activities that don't really have any use in the real world. So, the other day, we were timekeepers for the debate competition because you have 5 minutes to do your constructive and then 2 minutes for cross-examination. And so it was our job to make sure that they stayed within time frames, so we had timers on us. So we were standing there and we were like, I wonder how close to an idea of the second I have. So we would just time each other. We would say count to 20, and we would time. And we would see how close to 20 seconds it could take you to count to 20, how good a feel of a second you have. And I started out really bad. I was like 14 seconds per every 20, and she was like 30 seconds per 20, but I wound up getting up to like 18, which I mean is still kind of bad, but it's not. It's better. Anyway, I don't think you care about that at all, but regardless, that's kind of a bizarre thing that I have this tendency to do. So, the other day, and by the other day I mean today, I don't know why I said that, my friend, I'm sure by now you've realized that music is a big part of my life. If you haven't, music is a big part of my life. I play the trumpet and the piano, and I sing, and I have a friend who plays the flute and sings, and blah, blah, blah. We're all very musical. And so I was sitting there in a room. There was a kid who's in orchestra, a kid who's in band, and a kid, me, whose major focus is choral. And we had a bunch of sheet music because it's NISMA season, so that means that we're preparing for auditions for the state choruses and ensembles. And my friend had a piece of music in her hand, and I was like, I wonder if I could sight sing that. So we put it on the piano, and my other friend who's in chorus comes over, and she's like, oh, let's try to sing it in perfect tritones. If you were to take an octave and divide it exactly in half, it would be a tritone. And it's just the most awkward interval of all intervals. So we play a perfect tritone, and then we tried to sight read the entire song. And what I learned was that it's actually really difficult to maintain that. Like, you wouldn't think that because singing in perfect thirds is easy, so why shouldn't singing in perfect tritones be? But it's really, really hard because there's this clashing, and your instinct is to pull. You're so close to those comfortable intervals that you just want to pull to the fifth or to the fourth, which I never thought would be a thing, but it's really hard to sing in tritones. I mean, maybe if you're better at it, maybe if I practiced, I would be better at it, but it's not as easy as just like if you're good at holding harmony, holding tritones will not necessarily be easy, is what I learned today. Because I'm typically very good at holding a harmony, and I kept trying to go flat, because I was the bottom note. Alright, cool. If you don't know anything about music, you learned absolutely nothing today, other than that maybe there's a thing called the tritone. See, I taught you something. I'm gonna stop talking now and stop filming this video. This is just not. Bye.